say 17 seconds. After that first test where it skipped the first half, I have to assume it takes 30 seconds to make sure that it's actually connected. So, okay, now I think I can trust it. Okay, back with part 7. All right, I'm going through these, trying to get down the rest. This whole line here. I've been here for more than 2 hours now. We had a lot of stream problems. Hopefully that we can make it through the rest of this line and get back to each of these names individually together, and anyone who shows up to the stream. So part number 7, fingers crossed, trust in the Lord, might make it through the rest of this, and I have to do another part. But you can correct me if I'm wrong, but my presumption is, with all of these being within like very close time, more or less, a lot of these when time of passing, that these are all these they fell in battle, and you can't respect that more. Like, these people have more courage than I could ever have, certainly, and so I can only do so much. But I'm thinking maybe in a few years, when I'm actually be able to come back here again on Memorial Day, be able to go through some more of these lines back here. But for now, next name is okay, that was the last one. Here we go. Next name is Lloyd Sund, or Sundy Sund. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the E at the end. Is a little weird, the name Lloyd having 2 L's, but so is Aaron. U.S. Army, 1920 to 1984. And here we have Ben G. Nason, Washington. Lot of Washington. He had a lot of Washington in the last few. So it might be half and half at this point. But USNR is another acronym I've seen before, and I don't know what it means. World War II, 1917 to 1965. Let's give a salute to both of them. Let's see. We have James O. Healy, U.S. Army, World War II, 1921 to okay, let me wipe this off. Let me give a little cleaning. Let's see. 1983. 1921 to December 29th, 1983. And we have in the back we have Thomas Porter Jr. It's Texas. We've seen Texas. Railhead CO, World War II. Seems we've gotten to the point where these ones in the back are also World War II, because all the way over this way, most of them have been World War I, but Ben Nason and Thomas Porter are World War II. So. Except for the years match up with those ones. I'm gonna have to recheck my my knowledge later. Probably looking more dumb and ignorant, honestly. And now, I'm no historian, okay? But Thomas Porter Jr., Texas, Railhead, World War II, 1965, and we have James O'Healy once again. So those two, let's give them each salute of respect. All right. Now, who's next? What's this one? Roach, interesting name. Ralph W. Roach. Norma M. Roach. All right. 1988, 1993. And we have Elaine C. Myers, Minnesota. I think we've seen Minnesota. First Lieutenant Army Nurse Corps. Right. I think this might be like the third woman we've seen. World War II 1923 to 1965. Here we have Kennan. This one has a cool like cross symbol in the middle. Every now and then, some of them have some extra design, you know, some unique. I mean, all of them are cross, but this one it is different. Kennan, Charles M. Kennan and Elizabeth L. Charles M. Kennan and Elizabeth L. Kennan. And then we have George August, and he's from Montana. I don't actually think we got Montana yet. PFCP. No, we didn't forget what the one is. But World War One. All right, so yeah, World War One. I do have to question if maybe these ones here have been misprinted as World War II. But yeah, 1894 to 1965. All right. Who's next on here? We have Brian C. Gilbertson, U.S. Army, 1949 to 1990. And here we have Charles von Reichert. It's Reichert. I don't know how to say it. Washington, PVT, Private U.S. Army, World War I, 1897 to 1965. All right. Salute. And that's the last of this row. The rest of them are now on the same row here. So for these last ones, we've almost made it through all the names. So here do we have here? Frank E. Harris, Georgia. I don't know, we may or may not have seen Georgia already. PFC. Surely PFC is another rank, like PVT being private, the corporal, whatnot. PFC, I just don't know. But U.S. Army, World War II, 1912 to 1965. And here is Albert E. Martzel. Interesting. Not a lot of names have Z's in them, you know. Martzel, Washington. All right. Do we salute Frank? Make sure to salute each of these names. We have next is Theodore Richardson, Maryland. Maryland. I don't think we got Maryland yet. World War II. Mate is Buckner Bolton, Kentucky. Did we see Kentucky before? I don't know if we saw Kentucky. Is anyone in there? SGT, I think that's Sergeant. M SGT. It's always a letter before it, and I don't. It's an interesting name. Washington, SFC. I really wish I knew what that meant, because a lot of them say SFC. U.S. Army, World War I, 1886, November 7th, 1967. Here we have Daniel Herbert Osborne. I have to be honest, Osborne makes me think of Spider-Man, but anyway. U.S. Army, World War II, let's see, 1924 to May 30th, 1983. And it's also, it's one of the double ones. It's got the Mr. and Mrs., you know, Verona M. Osborne, 1920 to 1984. Really nice. Make sure give a salute to each one of these. Here we go. We have Thor Sundberg. I'll be honest, that one might be my favorite so far. Thor. It actually got the named after the Norse, yeah. U.S. Army, and then Dorothy Elizabeth Sundberg. This is another Mr. and Mrs. Sundberg. 1921 to 1983, 1921 to 2001. And someone has came and put a nice flower here, paid respects. Very, very nice. And the final name on our list, L.E.S. Finn. We do owe a lot to these brave men and women, and deserve every one of these